Hey guys, I want to give you a little tour under the hood of my Goblin. This is a new build. I just got a chance to do my first flight on it. It was a 4-minute flight, and maybe it's a little premature to tell you that this is incredible, but it's incredible. I've had a chance to own a lot of the 90 size electric helis, and I'm telling you right now, this thing is incredible. It's smooth, the way they set up the powertrain system with a double belt. It's just real nice. Let's go over this real quick, and if you are deciding on whether or not to buy one, I'll show you some of the pros and cons. Canopy, right out of the box, man, this thing's beautiful. For a stock Canopy, man, they knocked it out of the park. Canopy did a great job. I like green. I know they're selling yellow and red versions right now, but this works for me. When you get it, they give you a little service bolt, and you've got to put a little foam tape on the inside to eliminate vibrations. But all in all, it's awesome. 95 bucks is what the replacement Canopy cost. My next concern when I bought the heli was the tail boom, and the tail boom is $79. But when you break that down to cost, that is your torque tube, that is your tail boom, that's your struts, that's your little strut mount, your horizontal fin. That's everything, and it's this whole piece. The other cool thing is it's on a quick release, and I don't know if you can see, but right here there's a nut, and there's a nut on the other side, and what happens when you crash, this entire piece ejects, and I have a servo extension for my tail servo, and that comes unplugged, so you save the whole tail. And as you can see right here, the tail servo is mounted in the boom, so it's definitely cool. Unique concept. Pretty happy with it so far. I guess let's go ahead and go over it. I've got the 4525 Scorpion Limited Edition 520 kV. Running the Castle Ice 160, and I do have the foam block mod in it. I just put it in. I'm the guy that had the burning up 700s a couple of times on YouTube, and after a long talk with Castle, they reassured me that this new mod is going to take care of their 160s. Be sure you have the foam block by the capacitors. Check out my other videos, it'll show you about that. Obviously the downside is, with it being mounted right where it's at, that thing catches on fire. That's just, you know, you got your lipos and your motor and all that. But the cool thing about this, it kind of wedges in there. You've got just about 3 millimeters of space, but your leads come down right here. This is a 12S system. So if you take a look at this, it's kind of cool. It's like exhaust pipes. You know, your headers here, you plug in your 12S right here. The cool part is that hangs out with the canopy on. So you have your canopy on, and you can connect your main batteries and your receiver pack without having to take the canopy off, which is nice. I did mount my RX battery right here. I'm running high voltage servos 7.4 to the torque servos right up here. I'm using Compass 7HV horns. Actually, I think these came in the 7HV kit. They fit in there perfect. They're actually 15.5 millimeters from center to outside hole. The manual on this tells you 16 to 18. I flew it today. It flies incredible. It's locked in, so I'm going to tell you 15.5 is okay. I'm using the V-bar as my fly barless. This is 5.3. I just put 5.3 on here. Flies great. And I'm running direct lipo pack 7.4, little EC3, and a lead right into B on my V-bar. I did, one of my concerns when I first got this was the frames. You know, I mean, it's 1.4 millimeters, the thickness of the frames. They just released a 2.5 millimeter set. Obviously, that they knew that there'd be a problem with that. Up here where your fly barless unit is mounted, there was no support at all, and these were just two flexible sides. So I pirated these off of 700, these two braces, and put these in here. Actually, my 13 and a half-year-old son came up with that idea, and we threw them in there and gave it a little more rigidity. A couple other things. I'm using the 4500 pulse lipos. When you install your Scorpion motor, for those that are thinking about buying this heli, you've got to cut your motor shaft off. You have to trim it. I don't know if you could see in here. You've got to trim it down, because if you don't, it's going to go right into your packs. Also, if you look right here, this is a 4500 Pulse 65C pack, and there is no room at all. It fits in here. 5000s, you're going to have to do some modifications. My head speed's 1800, 2000, 2200. I haven't got to the 2200 yet. I wanted to break it in with 1800 and 2000. Apparently, in the manual, they mentioned that there's some break-in for this gear and for the belt system. So I figured I'd take it easy on it with the 1800 and the 2000. I'm expecting flight times. Today I did 4 minutes. I had about 60% of the pack left, and that's flipping in and out of 2000. So probably 2000 will bring me probably 6 minutes, and 2200 hopefully 5. That'd be cool. Probably going to be 4.5. Wasn't a fan of the rubber band system they have here to hold the lipos in. When I first saw this, I was really concerned, because there's no battery tray like they have in the Compass, like they have in the Gowie and the 700. You just lay your batteries on this plate. You can take this rubber band, basically, and kind of loop it over and hook it on. And I originally made the mistake of the plate that it mounts to runs from here all the way to here, and I put Velcro all across the bottom. Well, I put Velcro on the battery as well. So what ended up happening was I installed the batteries, and I couldn't get them out because there's no play here on between the plate. I couldn't lift them up and move them over, and this Velcro I'm using is super duper Home Depot stuff. So my lipos were stuck in here, and we ended up going with a small little patch of Velcro at the end. So it allows you to slide the battery in, and then you reach the Velcro, then you put the straps on top, and these suckers are really snug. And if you could look at my other video I just posted on my Maiden, I do get some aileron tic-tocs in there and really kind of smack it just a little bit, and they stay in there right where they're at. And the other nice thing about the 4500 series, it'll actually fit in through the tail, the backside. So you can kind of just finagle them a little bit, get them inside, strap them down, and you're good to go. But all in all, so far, it's been a fun build, an easy build. I like the head design, and it's my understanding that, you know, there was a little bit of trade-off here between Compass and SAB. One thing they did that is really awesome, they notched the head. I don't know why we didn't think of this 10 years ago, but you see these lines right here? Well, it tells you when you're at 0 degrees. So when you're putting everything back together, or you're putting it together, and you look, that's 0 degrees. I put a pitch gauge on it just to make sure, and hey, you know what? It is 0 degrees. The other cool thing is, right here we have the little holes on the pitch links, so you never have to undo your pitch link to adjust your pitch. A 1.5 fits right in there. Give it a couple of twists and kind of balances you out where you need to be. All in all, I'm really impressed. Stay tuned. I can't wait. Tomorrow I'm going to go out with 2200 head speed and give it a little smack and see how she does. Side note, they do have 2.5 millimeter frames that are out. I think they're $50 a side, but with a 2.5 millimeter, this thing would be pretty indestructible. You've got the tail that's going to eject, nice thick side frames. I would expect these are going to break off, but these are probably giveaways because they're pretty thin. You know, they're bolted on there. But that was their attempt to save as much weight as they could. All in all, I'm pleased, and very smooth. And I think I'll go on record and say it's probably one of the best flying helis if not the best, that I've flown. Talk to you soon.